Hello, my name is Wesley, and this is a feedback log concerning the 9010 medbed. First of all, what I'd like to do is just highlight what I did in terms of preparation. I read all the material, watched all the videos, and I took notes. And I highlighted all the important areas that will allow me to have a very good experience. I also took time out to create my I am list, my I am statements, and made sure that they were precise and they were absolute, and also that my mindset was set in the correct way when making my statements. I think it's quite vital to be able to sort of understand exactly what we need to do to get the right experience. So my day one was on Sunday, the 12th of June 2022 at approximately 12:05 in the afternoon. I activated my 9010 medbed. I must say that I had a positive experience. I felt a gradual, calm entanglement. It was very gentle how it introduced itself to me and engaged with my being. Very, very pleasant and very subtle and very surprising how it operated. It was almost like one term that could be used is just sheer magic. It scanned me initially and it started to work its healing process in various areas of my body. That was without my own instructions. It seems to have a level of intelligence and decided to start the healing based upon the facts that it discovered once it had scanned my body. The healing entanglement seemed to be in areas that I experience injuries or natural wear and tear, traumas or trauma, discomfort, and pain. It just homed in on these particular areas and the areas that were more severe than less severe areas. The 9010 medbed responded to my instructions also when I started to use my I am affirmations, and also when I requested the medbed to heal certain areas. But at the same time, it made judgments in terms of priority as to what should be dealt with now as opposed to where I wanted it to go. So its intelligence is quite interesting. At one point, I noticed through my experience, my breathing was activated and I found myself breathing in and exhaling at a whole different pace, in a whole different way. It was okay. It wasn't anything to worry about, but I just felt my breathing, my lungs was just activated for some reason, and this was done by the 9010 medbed. I found that quite fascinating and surprised by it. It seems to have its own intelligence, allowing it to make its own judgments in terms of priority. However, it would follow my instructions, and I find that great. I was consciously engaged in the meditative state. I found myself able to be in that meditative state, but also speak to the 9010 medbed and literally feel it in my body move to the area and go to that area of concern and start the healing process. That was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And it worked. It worked perfectly for me as my initial 8 hours trial was activated. I felt safe, I felt loved, and I enjoyed the experience of the 9010 medbed. There was a level of intimacy, but I felt very safe with the 9010 Medbed. After my 8 hours of the initial trial, I had a feeling that a few layers of discomfort and pain had been removed. There was a level of inner peace, warm and calm, and also the understanding that I finally found a possible solution to restore my healing or restore my mobility. That made me feel very, very good, because it just went into the areas of great concern. I'm looking forward to the next session, and I will be recording a log as opposed to general feedback. So each session I'll record what I experienced, what I did, and hopefully that will help other users to have the same experience or have similar experience and learn to explore the 9010 Medbed as I am. Thank you very much.